These are disturbing details emerging from court records involving the younger brother that I think will raise a lot of questions about what the French intelligence officials knew and perhaps even dropped the ball on what appears to be a very dangerous person.
In 2005, Cherif Kouachi was caught by French authorities just as he was trying to travel to Syria in an effort to join the fight against American soldiers in Iraq. In his own words, from a deposition in this 400-page court report, Kouachi describes how his perceived injustices in Iraq drive his hatred and willingness to die. I was ready to go and die in battle. I got this idea when I saw the injustices shown by television on what was going on over there in Iraq. I am speaking about the torture that the Americans have inflicted on the Iraqis. Kouachi is one of several men radicalized and recruited at this now demolished Paris mosque. A now incarcerated radical cleric preached hatred here and told young Muslim men they had a religious duty to kill. According to court records, Cherif committed himself to this idea during Ramadan in 2004. He told his friends he was going to Syria to fight. Cherif says he came to the idea of jihad through Farid Benyatou, the well-known spiritual leader who's been long associated in France with supporting jihad and terrorism. The documents say when police interviewed his accomplices, they stated Kouachi said he was ready to firebomb and to destroy Jewish shops in Paris. When officials confronted Kouachi, documents say he told police something else. That's not exactly what I said. I don't hide having proposed anti-Semitic ideas, but I would note that I never really would have done that. The document said Cherif said the wise leaders in Islam called upon him and his friends, and that if they die as martyrs in jihad, they would go to heaven. Under a section called Motivations of Influence, the prosecuting documents say, for him, Kouachi, any place on earth where there is such an injustice is justification for jihad. What was going on in Iraq was, in his eyes, such an injustice.
How could a person with this kind of record, this kind of detailed hatred in French documents be allowed to slip through the cracks? One former counterintelligence official from Paris told us there are far too many of them, he said, and far too few of us. But Victor and Christy, given all that we now know about this group, these three men who were involved in these attacks, I think the French population is going to be asking much more questions, many more questions, about the intelligence gathering and the lack of execution that was done before they could carry out this attack.